Good evening. A paradise in the middle of the sea. What kind of paradise is Cayman Islands?
The Cayman Islands is a British overseas territories in the Caribbean, the northwestern Caribbean. Our economy is tourism and international business, and we are a paradise. We are safe. As Minister of Tourism, I pushed for family visitation, family to come to Cayman, and that is how safe it is. It is safe for children to be there. We have good attractions in our world famous turtle farm, and we have things for children to do, families to do. It is a paradise. It's safe for people to walk on the streets, and we are promoting tourism, family tourism.
How do you think the Cayman Islands became the target of the international media?
In 1966, we passed our first trust banking laws, and since then, Cayman has grown into one of the largest international business centers. Therefore, the G20, G8 countries who have taxed their people nearly out of existence have asked us to cooperate with them in many areas. The truth is that various international media and various onshore centers, that is the metropolitan countries, have certainly said they would like Cayman to cooperate more. Well, we cooperate with the IMF. We comply with standards as laid down by the Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information on Taxation, which provides for information sharing on requests under the direction of the OECD. We also have the European Union Savings Tax Directive, which requires a cross-border, that is country-to-country exchange of information on bank interest to the European Treasury Departments, which means Greece, of course. We are and have signed agreements that give Greece, any European country, that opportunity. And then we comply with the Financial Action Task Force initiatives. So there are numerous international regulatory agencies. IOSCO is another one that we are party to. We have also signed 31 agreements with G8, G20 countries, including China, including Germany, including Holland, all of these countries, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Brazil. We have signed agreements with them. We are working with them to ensure that the business that comes to our island is good, clean business.
What does the shipping registry means for your country?
I believe that although we are large, we are one of the largest pleasure yacht shipping registry, but I believe that we have much room to grow. We are part of the British Red Ensign flag. We are part of the British shipping registry. So there is room to grow. But I think that we have some work on our own to do as we compete also with Britain, and so that in itself is an anomaly to me. But for all that, we are still a strong jurisdiction. I mean, not just shipping, but everything that shipping needs. Insurance, risk management, all these various things that shipping needs, the Cayman Islands can offer.
This is a benefit and opportunities for...
There is vast opportunity for growth in our shipping registry and our a partnership with any shipping company and our registry. In fact, as I say, there is so many different kinds of business that is attached to shipping that Cayman Islands, because of the safe jurisdiction that we are, would be a good place to bring your shipping company.
Recent months, the Greek government has asked Cayman Islands support to find no taxes capitals from Greeks. Is this right?
We don't know. I wouldn't know what kind of how many Greek business is there.
Business.
But let's say if there is some. There is information to be had through our shipping, not shipping, but our company registry, that the Greek company registry can participate, can work with my shipping rate. I say shipping, sorry, because we're in a shipping conference, with my company registry to find out any information. But it can't be a fishing expedition. It must be a genuine request.
This kind of support you have promised.
And this kind of support, the government of the Cayman Islands is always willing to participate in, because we are part of a regulatory regime that international standards are upheld.
And another one, last one, question. Which is your advice to the foreign tourists visiting your country?
The tourists that come to my country, as I said, I want to see young families come, the elderly come. Of course, the traveling dynamics have changed, and we promote upscale tourism, we promote family tourism, and there is a lot for the tourists to do with families. Young couples are safe, there is good entertainment, there is good ordinary attractions for children, and it is safe. It is a place that you want to come to, with sun, sea, and safety.
And what is that you want to tell to the Greek people?
The Greek people and the Cayman Islands have a lot in common. Our ancestry is based on the sea. My great-grandfather was a master mariner. My wife's grandfather was a master mariner. My wife's father was a master mariner. All my uncles were seamen. My father was a master mariner. I was not a seaman. I went to politics. But the one thing that I would say to the people of Greece, never lose hope. This too shall pass. And the Greek people have fought many battles over the years under serious challenges, and they have won, and they will win this crisis as well.
Thank you very much.
And I would say, there are some things that I want to say. In all of the international business and the hoopla from the G20 countries about small islands like the Cayman Islands being so powerful in the international business, there needs to be a level playing field. They want us to adhere to certain international standards, but the onshore countries themselves must be prepared to live up to those same standards. While there is a new initiative being pushed by the United States, which we cooperate with, and that new initiative is called FATCA. Delaware, in spite of being a state that registers 1 million companies, Delaware will not have the same requirements falling within FATCA. But I would say that there is no doubt that investments are safe in Cayman. And that is why so much attention is paid to us, because we are a safe destination, a safe jurisdiction. I don't believe in overburdening of tax and more tax on business. I'm against that. So the Cayman Islands will not implement any form of direct taxation, income tax, property tax, or company tax. And I believe in keeping that kind of environment that we have built to welcome business, to keep our free market environment. Some of the countries, some of the G8 and the G20 countries keep spreading misinformation, and there are some myths spread by the media about the Cayman Islands. Our regulatory regime is so good that in the crisis that we have been in since 2008, we have not lost one financial institution. And while the United Kingdom, and while France, and while the USA have lost their peak credit rating and was downgraded, we, the Cayman Islands, under my management, maintained our AA3 credit rating. I don't believe in overborrowing. I believe that we must allow businesses to operate so that it can employ more staff, and then more people will be working, and there will be more money for the government treasury in that environment, and the better off our people will be. So that is, and I would say that because of all this international regulation that all the G20, G8 believe in, there is not one country that overloaded itself with the various forms of bureaucracy expected for countries with a population of 50 to 60 to 100 million. There is not one country, small country, that has not suffered because of that type of bureaucracy. And that is something that we in the Cayman Islands, that I sought as a minister to minimize. So I encourage everyone, come to our safe jurisdiction, whether it's shipping or whether it's some other kind of investment, whatever it is, your money, your investment is safe in the Cayman Islands. And I always say that within international forums that money is like water. It finds its own level. Money will go where it is best protected, and the Cayman Islands is that jurisdiction. We are a safe jurisdiction with strong international regulatory standards.
It's the first time you visit Greece?
It's my second time. I've seen some changes since 10 years ago, but I can say to the people of Greece that this too shall pass. They surmounted all the challenges before. This will go away in time to come. But they have to stand strong, because some of the countries that wants them to do things that and to build an over expectation, because that's what causes the problem. Over expectation on behalf of the government, over expectation on behalf of the people. The people have to understand that if they want to drive a Mercedes-Benz, they're going to have to pay for it. If you can only afford a Toyota, well, you only afford a Toyota.
When you wish to return back in Greece?
I think I will come back. Hopefully next year with my wife. Because I visited Koskas. What's that island? Koskas?
Karpathos?
No.
Kassos?
Kassos, with some friends there. And it is a lovely island with wonderful people. It reminds me so much of when I was growing up on my island. There was nothing much. So, you know, with a lot of development comes changes, but they are keeping their heritage, and that's important.
Thank you very much.